Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to Level Up Loading, Fight Feelings, Face Facts with yours truly, Shay. If you're returning, welcome back. If this is your first time listening, hey, what's good? Let me take this time to formally invite you to check out episode 1. That's where I give an intro and you'll get a chance to get to know a little bit more about myself and the direction that I want to take the podcast, and also about where I am on my own personal level up journey. So, like I said, thank you for being here, but you also are going to want to check out episode 1 as well. Please do so when you have a moment. Okay, so are you interested in diving into the podcasting world, but don't even know where to start? Let me give you the tea on Anchor. Not only is it amazingly easy, it's also free. Yes, I said it, free. Anchor provides you with creation tools that makes recording and editing your podcast a breeze. And on top of that, you can do it from your phone or your computer. Anchor distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. See, I told you it was easy. It's everything you need to make a podcast quick and easy. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. I hope everyone has had an amazing week so far. Honestly, the week has been going so fast, knock on wood, so I'm hoping it keeps that same energy. I'm ready for the weekend. But anyway, let's just go ahead and jump right in. I am literally so excited about this episode. It's a topic that I hold near and dear to myself, basically because it's so important on any journey, if you ask me, but specifically a level up journey, and that's character. I basically named the episode Character is Your Currency, Are You Balling? Because I know in this day and age we live in such a social media flex for the cam, flex for, any of your socials. And it's all about looking like you're balling. It's all about looking like you're something that you may not necessarily be. And character, to me, it describes how the world perceives you in a way. But the real definition of character is what you do when no one's looking. It is so easy to be good when you're getting applauded and when you're getting cheered on and when you're getting accolades for different accomplishments that you have, for giving. We're in the age of, if we do a good deed, we have to record it. We're in the age of, if we do a good deed, we have to post a whole paragraph on our social media sites. Everyone can be good when it's in the view. And I think that is still a very important part of being a good human. But for me, in my opinion, and this is debatable, of course, as most opinions are, character is who you are when no one's looking. It's what you do when there's no one to give you any repercussions, when there's nothing that is going to, you're not going to get cheered on. Nothing that's great is going to happen to you from being good. You're just good because you want to be good, or you're bad because you want to be bad. That's what your character is. And that's kind of how we have to look at people as a whole, because a lot of people are only good on the surface, and the things that they do behind the scenes are less than great. Character is on, not bleak, okay? On weak, not bleak. So, you just have to be mindful of that. But anyway, the main topic that I really want to discuss under the character currency is self-awareness. Now, I know that may be a trigger word for some of you, a trigger phrase. You're going to be all right. I'm about to get all up in your business, honey, because self-awareness is imperative in any growth scenario. And I need you to accept that. I need you to be okay with that. I need you to sit with that. I need y'all to share that. Tell a partner. Pass it down, okay? The name of this podcast is Fight Feelings, Face Facts. So what we're going to basically be kind of talking about is just that. Self-awareness. What are the feelings that come with that we need to fight? And what are the facts that come with that we need to face? Okay, so let's start off with feelings. Self-awareness comes with a feeling of discomfort, being uncomfortable, having to look inward and actually acknowledge the role that you play in the things that occur in your life, the things that go wrong in your life, the way you're received, the way you're perceived, and actually being accountable for your own self. It is one of the most hardest and most uncomfortable things that I've ever had to do. And we have to fight that feeling, because when you start to dig and look into that mirror and start to see yourself, you're going to start to be like, well, I'm getting a little too deep now. Hold on now. I'm touching something I never touched before, type of thing. And it's uncomfortable. And it's human nature for us to want to run back to our old ways and to regress and to what felt easier, what felt more, made you feel more empowered, but we gotta fight that feeling, because that discomfort is what's gonna help us get to the next level. If we don't feel uncomfortable and we're just all in our comfort zone and we're content, we're not growing. We're not elevating, we're not glowing up, we're not doing anything towards a better life, a better lifestyle, of being a better human, just presenting ourselves better. We're not doing anything by staying the same. And if you want to stay the same, then honestly, I hope that means that you're all the way leveled up, like you at the top level. You where we trying to get. I can't speak for anyone else, but I know myself personally, I ain't there yet, okay? I have a lot of work to do. God ain't through with me yet. I said that once, I'll say it many more times. But we really just have to fight that feeling, because it is uncomfortable, and it will make you run from yourself. And we don't need to run from ourselves. We've been doing that long enough. We need to run towards ourselves. We need to run towards our healing. We need to run towards our confidence. We need to run towards our accountability. Please make sure we run towards that. We have to start taking our power back. We give other people so much power over us. Oh, they did this to me, so they made me do this. We got to be accountable for how we're showing up. We have to. And if you're not ready to do that, you're not ready for the next level yet, baby. You have to keep working. You got to do some soul searching. You got to do some introspection. You have to look in that mirror. Because if you are not ready to face yourself, then you are not ready for the next set of trials and tribulations and the next set of assignments that is going to be on the next level for you. If you can't even face yourself and you with yourself every day, how can you face any challenges properly? How can you actually defeat anything? You're scared of yourself. Like I said, y'all, I told you I was going to get in your business. But anyway, another feeling that we have to fight when it comes to self-awareness is going to be ultimately it's going to be shame and embarrassment. So when you start to dig deep and you actually are embracing your accountability, you're embracing the fact that you play a big role in what happens to you, what you've allowed in the past, and the things that you have accepted, you're gonna be ready to ball up in a corner somewhere like, what in the world? What was going on with me? Did I love myself? Like, why would I let this happen? Like, what did I think of myself? Did I think so low of myself to let this happen? Did I think so low of myself to accept this? Did I think so low of myself that I projected that onto other people and made them feel worse than even what I was feeling? You're going to feel some shame. You're going to feel some embarrassment. You're going to feel, once again, uncomfortable. But we have to fight that feeling, because at the end of the day, we have to give ourselves forgiveness. We have to forgive ourselves, because if we don't, we'll always hold that with us, and we can't move on from it if we're holding it on our back. We're not trying to be bag ladies out here, or bag gentlemen, okay? Let the baggage go, especially the baggage that we can control. And there are certain scenarios in life where we don't have a say-so in what happened to us. I get that. But there are some things that we do have a say-so in, and we have a say-so in healing. We have a say-so in acknowledging. We have a say-so in actually taking the time to face those demons, to clean that closet full of skeletons, to get right with ourselves, and strive to actually be a better human. And not just because we want people to say, oh, check that, oh my God, look at her, oh my God, look at him, they doing their thing. No, not for that. That's cute, that's good, okay, great. But for your actual self, when you find your actual self, and listen, I'm not even fully there yet, y'all, and I'm telling you, like, it's the best thing in the world. Like, I was here all along. And myself, it's the craziest thing, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that, whether they want to admit it or not. Neither here nor there. Just forgive yourself. Allow yourself some grace. Allow yourself some mercy. When you know better, you do better. You didn't know any better, or you didn't feel that you could do better at that time. But obviously, because you're tuning in and because you're actually looking for different ways to better yourself, that shows that you have grown already, and that you're ready to take those steps to make yourself the best you that you can be. Forgive yourself. Let it go. Do better. We can't do anything about what happened in the past. All we have is now. We don't even have the future. We can think about the future. We can try to plan for the future, but we don't even have that. That's not tangible. The only moment that's tangible right now is the one that's right in front of you. And it's up to us to make the decision to say, look, yesterday I accepted that, but from today and here on out, I will not be accepting that. And then keep doing that every day until that old stuff don't even matter anymore. Trust me, it's a thing. My last point that I wanted to make about self-awareness is the last feeling that I wanted to address is defensiveness. Now, I think we all know people don't like getting called out. People don't like constructive criticism. And more importantly, something that I'm noticing now that I'm paying attention and being more accountable, a lot of people are hypocrites. I'm sorry if that offends you, but it's a lot of hypocrisy. And I'm talking about myself too, so please don't think I'm, putting myself out of this equation. And it's almost like we're conditioned to be hypocrites in a way. It's like we don't actually put ourselves in other people's shoes, or we do things to people that we know for a fact if it was done to us, we would literally like faint. But yet it's okay because we did it. But when they do it to us, it's the end of the world. And so we have to fight against the feeling of being defensive and being a hypocrite, because at the end of the day, both of those are counterproductive. If someone is giving you any type of constructive criticism, even if it's not necessarily personal, but just about like how you made them feel, you can't negate someone's feelings. Your intentions are not the same as how you made someone feel. It is possible to have good intentions behind something, or just to not have any ill intentions and still harm someone, still hurt someone, still make someone feel a certain way. We have to do a better job at owning that. We have to do a better job of placing ourselves in other people's shoes, asking ourselves, hey, if I'm about to do this, but if this person was to do this to me, how would I feel about that? I feel like if we did that, do you know how much stuff we literally would, so much of the bad energy, karma, all of that would end, because guess what? We're actually taking it into account how someone else feels over ourselves and how it shows up. Like, okay, am I being a trash person right now? Am I being a trash person right now? Like, it happens sometimes where you have to check yourself. Like, okay, I know I'm doing too much. Let me calm down. It all comes down to self-awareness. And if you're self-aware, you're able to take critiques and you're able to understand that some of them may be productive for you and some of them may not. You have to take what you can take from it and leave what you can't. But to be a person that no one can tell anything, that's not a good look, baby. It ain't gonna get you far either. And it's gonna run away everybody who even dare to care about you. So we're gonna be fighting that feeling, because as soon as you start to dive deep, it's gonna come up. You're gonna get defensive. You're gonna get uncomfortable. You're gonna be embarrassed. Like, the embarrassment is the part for me, because like, what? I just think back like, Lord, I think I loved myself. You look back sometimes and you're like, I don't know, maybe I didn't. But I just wanted to touch on those feelings, and then we're gonna go ahead and okay, y'all. I know y'all like, wrap it up, sis. I actually I talk too much. I did say that already in the first episode. So if you didn't hear that in the intro, just know I do talk too much. So I'm trying to keep it to a minimum. My bad. But anyway, let's get into these facts real quick. Okay, so the facts, we already, decided we're gonna fight those feelings. So now we gotta face these facts. Facts. Self-awareness is necessary. Yep, it's not an option. If you're trying to level up, you cannot do so staying in your same pig-headed, stubborn ways. Also, after a certain age, I'm sorry, I'm judging a little bit. Bragging about being stubborn is not a good look. Bragging about not being able to apologize, it's not a good look. It's counterproductive. It's not elevated vibrations at all. And we need to stop that. We have to be open to growth and change. Everything must change. Everything must evolve, whether that's for the better or the worse. And it's up to you to take your life and decide, am I going to be going up where it's stuck, or am I going to go down? I'm trying to be up and stuck, okay? I don't know about you, but nobody has time to be regressing. I want to be progressing, and that's the only option that I see for myself, and I hope and I pray that that's the only option that you see for yourself. So please don't take self-awareness as a suggestion. It's necessary if you plan on leveling up. You're not glowing up if you're not self-aware enough to see what needs to change. Like, you have to be self-aware to say, okay, I'm doing this and it's not working for me, so I need to do this or try this or ask this person for advice. But if you're not even open to the idea of being self-aware and looking at yourself and seeing what about you is causing the things to happen, what about you is, making things more difficult for you, what about you could use some revamping, if you're not even open to that, then how could you possibly, how can you grow? How can you evolve? You're going to stay the same for ever. I hate that for anyone, and I would hope that they would hate that for themselves. I'm going to leave that right there. Next fact that we need to face is that self-awareness is a sign of maturity, and it will help us in every relationship. And I mean from work, school, your puppy is probably going to receive you better. I'm half laughing, but honestly, every relationship, romantic relationships, mother, father, sibling relationships, all can be helped. And not only that, but if you go first, you're leading by example. If you got a family that's always petty and always this and always that, but you start working on yourself and you start getting self-aware, instead of pointing the finger at how toxic or pointing the finger at how my boss always does this and if we actually sat there and really took a hard look at ourselves, I think that all of our relationships would have better outcomes, better harmony, and we would all just be all together more happy. That's just my opinion. You can do with that what you will, but I need you guys to face the fact that is true. It's true. It's necessary, and it will make our lives better, easier, and happier. And ultimately, I think that's what we all are trying to be. We're on the pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of peace. So if this is something that we need to do and we actually can control it, this is not something that you can buy. You don't have to spend money to do it. Just to look at yourself in the mirror and get honest. Get honest about what's going on. Start to heal some of those traumas and start to break some of these generational curses that we, have unfortunately been boggled down with for generations to come. It's time. And I think that we can do it. So I'm going to challenge you on this week to get self-aware, to do some introspection, to have some empathy, also have some, mercy on yourself, and have some peace with yourself as well. Please, please, please don't be so hard on yourself. We're our own worst critics, myself included. We don't have to be perfect to be worth it. I need you to receive that in your heart and your spirit, because for whatever reason, we always think that we have to be perfect in order for us to be accepted and loved and valued, and it's not true. It's absolutely not true. And I want to make sure that is I will always push that message in each one of my episodes, because I'm not only saying it for you guys, but it's for myself as well. But yes, I challenge you, please go out this week, be the best you can be, have some empathy for someone, be a blessing to somebody, help somebody. Check yourself when you notice that you're being a hypocrite. Don't justify your hypocrisies. Try to figure out where they come from and try to mend them and fix them. And don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to evolve. There are going to be some people who are going to say, oh, I know she ain't talking, she be doing that all the time. That was the old you. You're not like that now. That was yesterday. Today and from here on out, I'll do it like this. Don't let people bring up, oh, the old you. The old you is gone. We moving on to the next level. Level up time is now. And I'm just challenging you to, make that happen. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You all have a blessed rest of your week. I hope you enjoy your weekend and you have a great day, great night whenever you're tuning in. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.